Hey guys, welcome back to Conquest Lake Racing Club. Welcome back to the lair. Glad to have you back with me. I know I haven't produced content in a while. I'm getting ready to change all that, I hope. But let's talk about what's been happening. I have a bunch of packages to open up today. New cars have arrived, which is always exciting. I have had a lot of cars delivered over the past little while, but I haven't had a chance to unbox them or review them. And there's a stockpile of them, but today I got two packages that arrived, so we'll unbox that. But before we get into that, I just want to go through what's happening with the track, where I'm at. So let's take a look at what's happening with the track first. Guys, so just going through the track right now. As you can see, I have been working on the track, so I'm not very good with wood, and I decided to do all my supports with pink foam or extruded foam and foam core or foam board, so 3mm foam board. Yeah, so far I've kind of cut all the pieces into shape using hot wire tools. And you know, I've started to think about what I want to happen, and yeah, so let's go through it. So we'll start at first of all the wiring. So I have set up my command center for wires. So lane 1 jumpers, lane 2 jumpers, and how that's going to work. These two endpoints will go into the Omni box right here. So the power tap 1, power tap 2, and each lane has its independent power supply. As you can see, they're both on the table right now. I've already run a couple of wires, but I ran out of jumper cable, so I got some coming from Billy, and hopefully that package arrives soon. As you can see, down the front straight, we do have a pit lane that splits into a double pit lane. So as you go down here, there is a hard analog cross section, so you get two pit lanes here. So pit 1 and 2 will be at the beginning, and then you come down and you can pit into lane 3 and lane 4. So as you can see, I have 3 pit garages on this side with the VIP suite, and then we got the control tower that's right over the start finish. This is the Omni slot box start finish line. Omni slot box power unit or CPU. Now on this side, I was wondering whether I should continue with another 3 Carrera pit lanes. I had cut this pit lane right here from my MDF on my laser cutter. I was thinking about using this one and creating like a little platform at the top here with the first, second, and third place, and having the winning cars sit at the bottom here. Let me know your thoughts on that. You know, how to airbrush it better and get it all weathered up. But I really like, you know, I create these mini toolboxes and mini tools. It's kind of cool. But yeah, I can either put a Carrera pit box like this one with the VIP on this side to balance it off on either side of the control tower, and then have this garage here with a platform for the first, second, and third, kind of like a mini diorama here, with the winning cars underneath. Or I can replace this with 2 more Carrera pit lanes, just like this side has, and maybe it's more succinct. But let me know your thoughts, guys, on that. So yeah, so we got the front straight, as you can see here, and I know I've gone through this before, but last time I showed it to you that didn't have shoulders. So I am missing a couple of shoulder pieces, but as we come around to the first corner here, this is a 2 and 30 turn, it's a 90-degree turn. So what I have, and I'm working with Doug from Magnetic Racing. Sorry for the movement there. But this whole section here will be spectator stands. So I'm hoping that I can do a curved grandstand and then go down with more grandstands and then curve back with another grandstand, and that so this turn right here is the squeeze turn. Right here we come into a squeeze turn here, and so this is where it gets interesting, because as you enter this squeeze turn, as you come out, you're actually inside of the military base, which is right now you're traveling. So if you look at the track here, this whole S section here is in the military zone. So imagine this base extends past the edge of the table, and this is like the end part of the base. You have a communications tower. We're gonna have some barracks. We have turrets. Over here we'll have, right here we're gonna have some active like mock battles, you know, little area of mock battles, destroyed buildings, etc. But yeah, this is what I'm going to terraform. I do have a wall that will separate the back of the racetrack from the base, and on top of it there'll be like bunkers, as you can see here, these kind of bunkers that will be on top of the wall. And then you exit the base through this side right here. So there's an exit right here, and you're back onto the racetrack. And over here I'm planning to put the Ferris wheel and refreshment stands. I'm looking for a footbridge, or I might create a footbridge that goes from here to that side so people can kind of walk over. And in that area right there, it will be like a mountain, or like a mountain with a kind of waterfall area. I'm trying to terraform that. Wish me luck. But anyway, so the track comes around, and then we climb up and we go around the base. So as you can see, all these green tabs here for jumpers. So I'm just waiting to wire them up. I do have 2 check lanes, so the track is split up into 3 sections, or 3 sectors. Yeah, and the track goes all the way around the base here, on top of the base, and as you can see, I'm missing a whole bunch of shoulders, but Billy has been able to get them for me, so that will take care of that. And then we go into the Lego City. So as we come down the straightaway, we get into a little squeeze here before we enter the Lego City. This is a 4 and 15 turn, so it's a very soft turn. And as you can see, I'm waiting for the shoulders. I do have a 4 and 15 shoulders, but I'm missing all the straight shoulders. So once I get those, then I'll cut the pink foam to shape and support it and get this section ready. But we have very soft 3 and 30 turns all the way around, and this floats above the Lego City, which you can see here. So the really cool part about the Lego City is it fits 3 mils plates by 2 mils plates, 2.5 mil plates. So I can actually build like a nice centerpiece. So we're thinking about changing up the centerpieces for seasons. So like a Christmas village. Right now we're working on Chinatown for the front, for the centerpiece area. My daughter loves to build these small buildings. So these are micro bricks. So I'll look for a place to put those. We do have a skeleton track with a jump and 4 junctions. So the reason that this is called Crash City is we're gonna have a little bit of fun with some Lego cars. We do have Lego chassis, the slot car chassis, so build, crash, jump, etc. Also taking shots, slow motion shots of 1/32 car jumping will be pretty cool, and I'll get into that and the gear that I have for that as well. So yeah, so that's in essence what's going on with the track. I'm waiting on some supplies, and hopefully they arrive and we'll complete the track. I should be operational. Obviously the terraforming and the painting and all that is going to take time, but should be operational in about 2 weeks, so we can actually start getting some runs on this. Alright, hope you enjoyed the track video. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are in terms of the pit lane. I do have Magnetic Racing helping me with the spectator stands, refreshments. I really love their kits. So Doug has been really helpful, just talking back and forth. I've sent him images of my track. So I hope to place a really nice big order with Magnetic Racing and get some of the kits in, and I'll bring all the builds on the channel, of course. I won't be as good as Slaughter Dave. Dave has amazing videos, so one, if you haven't checked out his videos about builds and stuff, you should definitely do that. He's very technical. I'll try and do mine justice as well, but it's always good to have variety, so I'll throw my hat in the ring and show you some of my builds when I do get the kits. But on top of that, we have some boxes to open, and then something that I don't know if a lot of you know, but I'm very passionate about gear, especially video recording gear, and I want to go through some of the cool things that I've picked up over the last little bit, and yeah, explain to you why I picked them up and what I intend to do with them, and see if you're interested in me doing some demos with that. But let's not digress, let's get into the packages. So the first package I got is right here. This one arrived from LEB just today. I did cut it open so it's easier to access. So what's in the box? Or show us your package, as Hughes the Stock Car Garage says. So obviously LEB does do a really good job with packing. So we have one car. We have two more cars here, and I think that's whatever's in this box. So let's take a look at what's in the box here. So here we go. First car here. This is a new NSR Formula 1. This is the Aston Martin. This is Alonso's car. I was debating getting all three, but I'm not I'm not as big into F1 as probably Massimo is. So I just decided to pick up Alonso's car. I think it's cool to have Alonso's car in my collection. I know Scholectric is releasing the McLarens as well, Lando Norris, which is something that I'll be picking up as well. But yeah, this is the NSR Aston Martin. We'll open it up and have a look at it in detail just now. The next car is the Sideways. This is the Huracan GT3. And it is in this gorgeous fuchsia color. So this is the first Sideways I've bought since 2008, I believe. Or maybe I picked some up. Yeah, I have actually. Sorry, this is not. I did buy the black edition of this Lamborghini recently from a collector that was getting rid of some of his cars from his collection. So that car is super light, and I really liked it, and this will be its running mate. So I got this car, and then we have the NSR historic line here. And this one I don't think needs a lot of introduction. This is the historic line from NSR, and this one is none other than, whoops, have to be careful here, it is the Pink Pig, the 917K. So let's get into the unboxing of these cars a little bit in detail. So this is car number 156 of 699, so pretty cool. Yeah, so let's get into a little bit more of a detailed look. All right, so let's start with NSR. It comes in this really cool box. This is the historic line packaging. Now this car, like Marty has gone through and a bunch of other people, is not true to the history. Obviously the 917, the actual pink pig is a 917-20, I believe, not a 917K. So this is a reimagined livery on the 917, which is a very popular car. I love the pink pig. I have the Carrera version of it. I think I also have the Scale Auto version of it, and the 911 RSR. Is it Scale Auto or NSR? I don't remember. But I love the pink pig livery. I actually created a legendary shirt with the pink pig livery on it. So have to pick these up. Just gotta have these in my collection. So really good looking car. Comes in the classic NSR box. You know, I know Marty's broken his down, put it on the track. It runs really well. As soon as my crack is up and running, we'll get this on the track and see what it does as well. So really excited about that. That's the pink pig. Let's talk about the Huracan. So this car again from Sideways. So I saw this when Dave Kennedy put it on his track on one of his live streams, and I started run. I have the blacked out version of it. Unfortunately, in transit, I dropped that one and smashed the chassis. So I am waiting for a replacement chassis, or I might use that as a spare body for this one. But this car is definitely going to be prepped for track. You know, I love GT3 cars. That's actually my favorite category of racing, GT3 cars. So I do love GT3 cars a lot, and so this one is definitely not going to be a garage or a shelf queen or whatever you want to call it. These cars are going to be run. And then we got the Alonso car. So I've heard a lot of mixed reactions about the color on this car, and so this is my first time looking at it. Let's see if I can take this out. It was a struggle to get out of the box, but it's finally out. So this is the Aston Martin F1 car, and I understand why some people are upset. This color representation on the Aston Martin green is not close, in my opinion, at all. I mean, it's cool. It's a really good F1 car, modern representation. But the color on the Aston Martin is deeper. It's got a deeper tone. It's got more of that British racing green, and this looks kind of like a ceramic green, to be quite fair, and looks cool, but it's not close to that Aston Martin color. So I understand why some people are upset. Personally, like I said, I'm not an F1 aficionado. I'm a big F1 fan, and to me it's just cool to have Alonso's car in my collection. But I am glad I didn't pick up all three, because I think it could have had a better color representation. So big mismatch in color here, from what the real car looks like to what this F1 car looks like in person. So I don't know if you can see that, but I'll bring it up closer to the camera so you can see the green is more like a ceramic green. So I do understand why some people are frustrated by it. Personally, you know, it's not a big deal for me. Like I said, I'm just glad to have it a part of my collection. But yeah. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. If you guys have picked up the F1 and have it, let me know what you guys think about it. So that's box number one. As you saw earlier with the track video, there's a bunch of missing pieces. So the second box is, and should be, what I have got from Sunday Stock Cars. It's a big box, so I'm gonna put it right beside me and open it up. So I got my blade, and let's see what has come. Alright, so we have a car. Open that up in a bit. And then let's see what I got here. Billy always does a great job repurposing boxes. So I got the pit lanes, the garages. I got 1, 2, 3 pit lane garages. Like I said, I bought these. Haven't decided when I'm going to use all of them. I'll wait for your feedback from this video. Let me know what you guys think. If I should replicate the one side with the other, or use the pit lane I cut myself. I also got another VIP so I can match either side of the control tower. So that's over here. And then what else is in this box? I got the shoulders for the straights. I have 4 boxes of shoulders here. This should be enough to complete all the shoulders for the straights around my track. And then I got 2 jumper sets, so 2 sets of jumpers. Now these are not long enough, but I do extend them. I just use the ends to kind of connect to the track, and they'll go into the board. And lastly, now this is interesting because I never thought I would be buying these, but these are the outside quarter straight shoulders. I got 3 boxes of that one, and then the 1/3 straights, I got 3 boxes of those. So Billy was kind enough to get all this stuff for me. So Billy and Amanda, I can't thank you enough for the support. Thank you so much. And yeah, so that allows me, I think that's all that's in the box. Yeah, so that will allow me to complete the track build. But I also got a car, so let's have a look at what I got here. It is Carrera, and like I said in my live stream this week, I've been very disappointed with the release schedule from Carrera. I'm not disappointed in what they're doing. I'm disappointed in how fast they're doing it, because there's so many cars that are supposed to be coming out from Carrera that have not hit the shelves yet, and I'm very intrigued in getting them. So this is the Mustang GT-Y in this gorgeous blue and white stripe, the traditional Ford racing livery here. So yeah, let's take a deeper look at it. Yeah, so here we go. Carrera does an awesome job representing their cars, you know. We'll just cut this open here. Now, I'm a big fan of the Mustang GT-Y. I know a lot of people don't like it, but we ran a Mustang GT-Y Racing League at my basement club. That's before it shut down. And we had a blast. We just used Mustang GT-Ys. They were all fresh out of the box. Only thing you were allowed was to scrub down your tires. And it was a blast to learn how to drive these cars. And they do perform over time. Like once you get used to the car. And the cool thing about our series was the track changed. We raced on 4 different tracks with the Mustang GT-Ys. So you know, and we noticed that as we kept on driving them, we got better and better, and the times were coming lower and lower. We used to run 4 heats per track, 30 laps each heat, and you know, we would stop maybe like 11 seconds, and then by the time we're down to the 4th heat, people were down to the high 8s or low 9s. And yeah, you can get a performance out of these cars if you just learn how to drive them. And I've been a big fan ever since. So I do pick up a lot of the liveries. I don't say I have all of them. I do have most of them. So this Mustang GT-Y and this gorgeous blue and white is so sweet. Look at those white rims. I just love this car. Actually, if you guys don't know, this is one of the first cars I ever reviewed on my channel. Actually, the first car I ever reviewed was the Huracan Orange Racing Huracan, and then the second car was the Mustang GT-Y. So these cars have a lot of history with me, and I enjoy them a lot. So happy to have this car as part of my collection. And let me know if you guys got it as well. I think it's a really good looking car. And once again, it is an imagined livery. So yeah, so that takes care of the unboxing. If you're still around, thank you. If you like seeing more of this kind of stuff, let me know. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Yeah, you know, the usual YouTube stuff. Alright guys, so we went through some unboxing, we've seen the track. What's left? Well, the most exciting part for me in doing a lot of this YouTube is learning about gear. I'm a big camera gear geek, and a lot of my gear has been focused on capturing slot cars, right? So many of you know I built this camera car, and if you haven't, here it is. And this camera car is like my pride and joy. So a lot of all my footage of first person views for cars has been captured with this camera car. Now recently I got this GoPro, and this is the GoPro 11 Black Mini. And the reason I got this was, as much as I love the Insta360, so this camera has been the bread and butter of this channel for many a moon. This is the Insta360 Go 2. It is a camera that is magnetic, it's the size of my thumb, and something that you could easily place into the back of this car and rotate around and swivel and move the camera into lots of cool positions and capture cars in first person view. Drawbacks with this camera was it couldn't do slow motion, so I could capture first person views, but I couldn't capture slow motion first person views, right? So that led me to look at some options, and I ended up getting this GoPro Black Mini. And this is cool because you can capture at 240 frames per second in HD, and I can slow that down quite a bit and get some really cool slow motion. But recently a couple of gadgets have come up that just had me really excited, and I had to pick them up. So this was the 360 Go 2, and the 360 Go 3 has just come out. So I just picked this camera up. It is really cool. It's like a GoPro. It's got a flip up screen. The camera still detaches straight out. It's still magnetic, but it captures video at 120 frames per second. It can be reframed, and this becomes a secondary controller for this camera. So even if you detach it, it still remains powered on. And so with this new camera, I'm planning to build a second camera car in that still utilizing this same the same camera system, but this camera's got new mounts for it. So these are magnetic mounts that the camera just snaps into. So the cool thing about this is it can take both this part on it, and obviously this can swivel around, so if you want to capture like different areas. So I'm gonna build a camera car based around this camera and this attachment, and maybe just a magnetic attachment, because this is, like I said, is really cool because this camera is magnetic. And as you can see, as long as this camera is on and I can see everything that's happening on this camera on this controller right here. So this is the docking bay. This camera is also waterproof. It just does a lot of cool things. So really excited to get this camera, and I want to put it to the test. And if you kind of like that kind of stuff and you want to see me put that car together and capture footage and edit it, and let me know in the comments below, because I've never done that on my channel, and I feel like this is one of my passions, and maybe I can share it with you guys. Maybe we can together learn how to create better videos. If this is something that you guys want to see, let me know for sure, and we'll get it going. So that's one gadget I got recently. I'm really excited about it. It's really cool. So the other thing is, and this comes with different mounts obviously, so this is a GoPro mount. So like I said, I can still put this camera, the GoPro 3, onto this camera car using this GoPro mount, which is here. So really cool concept. I'm really excited to getting this a new camera car created. The Go 3 mounted on that. The new track will be done soon, so looking to really get some really cool shots, new creative shots with that. So let me know if you're interested in seeing this Go 3 in action, and how I put it together and how I edit. Just let me know. I just wanted to share that with you. The other thing is, a lot of us who are starting out in YouTube do record with our phones, right? And I'm not a big I don't really use my phone to do a lot of my recording. I do use cameras, but recently something came out and I thought it was really, really cool, and it is a gimbal for your phone. So this is it. So why is this important? Well, this is an AI gimbal. So this is also from Insta360. They're a crazy cool company, and this gimbal is super interesting because first of all, your phone magnetically attaches and it auto balances right away, and so there's nothing you're saying, Raul, there's nothing special. It's a camera on a gimbal. What's so special about it? Well, where it really starts to shine is its AI features. So one thing that we all struggle with recording slot cars is trying to keep track of the slot car as it's moving around the track, right? That's one thing that I've been struggling with. I know, it's pretty fast. The cars move really fast. This gimbal is really cool because it's built with AI tech, and it's cool. It comes with its own like tripod base. It's got an extender, so you can extend it up. It's all the gimmicks, right? So it's a pretty cool, gimmicky little gimbal. But where it's really, what's really interesting about it for me is that it acts like a camera person, like an additional camera person for you. So something that's happening right now is we're getting ready for the Global Racing League. We're supposed to live record our runs, and I wanted something that would be able to capture the car without me having to do it physically. And this AI has got object tracking. So this gimbal, if I have a slot car on track, I can map my slot car to the gimbal very easily. And if you're interested, I'll take you through and show you how that works. And it will auto track the car and keep it center of screen as it moves around. So that part of it has really got my attention, and that's why I picked this little gadget up. So this is another thing that I will be testing and bringing to the channel. If you're interested, we can do that together and learn how to use this cool little tech toy from Insta360. A little bit of AI, which is the new buzzword of 2023. So that, guys, brings me to the end of this video. It's an update video. Of course, there's a lot of things happening with the track. Of course, I've got a lot of brand new cars. I'm getting ready for the Global Racing League. We got all the stuff from Billy to complete the track. I got a whole bunch of brand new gadgets. I'm prepping for the Global Racing League. I want to build the Global Racing League track. So the Lego City's coming together. So lots of exciting things happening on my end. I know I've been quiet, but I've been busy, and I'm excited to bring you all of these new developments soon. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the stuff that I've shown today. Let me know in the comments below whether you're interested in learning about tech toys, because I'm excited to, bring this kind of stuff to you. Yeah, we can explore that together. It's something that, Slot R has his thing with building. Marty has his thing with tuning. George has his thing with scratch building. I have a thing with gadgets. So I'll be excited to share that kind of world with you. I do collect a lot of stuff, but gadgets is my, it's the whole reason I got into YouTube, was to play with cameras and experiment and learn and shoot. Especially slot cars, they're a challenge to shoot. They move at really fast speeds, and trying to capture them in slow motion, and really slow down and really look at what a car does in slow motion is absolutely fascinating for me. So if you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. If you're interested in track builds, let me know. Let me know what you guys think about my pit lane idea. Should I just continue with what I have, or give me some suggestions, guys. I'm really open to it. I'm going to build this track. It's a labor of love, and I'm really excited about doing it. I'm not in a rush to complete it, but I am in a rush to get it up and running so I can start to enjoy it and start to shoot with it. If you'd like me to run some of these cars that I just got, or you have any questions or concerns about any of the cars I got, let me know in the comments below. And if you like tech toys and you want to know more, once again, let me know about that. If you like gear, we have Conquest Lair. All the legendary shirts are still coming out. I do have a Pink Pig that's out as well. Shirt. Remember, there's only 25 prints of each. So if you're into it and you want to support the channel, pick up a shirt. It goes a long way for us. Until next time, guys, I hope you're having fun on Rails. I hope I'm giving you content that you're enjoying, and we'll catch you when I see you next. Take care.